is why we can't watch football, because we notice it. And the Chargers, they have 2 wins, okay? And we'll get to call. They have 2 wins, all right? And one is against a winless Minnesota Vikings team.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What are you?
Stay out.
Where are you going?
You don't walk out on me. I walk out
Where are you
on
going?
Kind of boring.
Oh, what a big man you are. Gino, you're going to let him get away with that?
Wait a minute. It's a godsend. It's a godsend.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's a fucking miracle.
Watch. You want to hear something great? Then we'll get back to it. Not only are Jake and Louie great entertainers, they're a mind reader. Tell me what I'm thinking right now that I want to say to Michael Gavin Ali. You go, Louie.
He's going to jerk off to that Twitter girl in the bathroom.
Oh.
You understand? Like, this is why fucking people, he has no people skills.
Oh, there will be time for more of that later, everybody. But welcome to Wi-Fi Whiskey Wednesday. Welcome to the chat. I didn't make it members only yet, Johnny Claire. Trying to be nicer, but I just have no patience. I've been impatient. But you know what? You know what gives me patience? 2 things: whiskey and Fred Rubino. Everyone, yo, Fred.
How are you?
Let me get you caught up since I saw you last. Done. Nothing fucking changes. I'm sitting here, having a little whiskey with my boy, missing the studio, getting far too used to this shit, trying to adapt to the YouTube. You'll be happy to know, working on a whiskey sponsor, which I just may have finished up, which is a no-brainer. I should be able to get a cigar one. I don't know. I'm going to reach out, but whatever. I'm living the dream, dude. What are you doing? It looks like you're home, but you're getting ready to head to Florida. That makes me nervous. I hate when you go to Florida. I hate that.
I will be going to Florida after the Christmas season.
Oh, that's right, because you said you wanted to stay up here with the fam and all that good stuff, right?
I don't want to. My wife wants to experience the cold and the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, I don't know what this. Oh, this guy MGA. This guy's just saying MGA. Oh, that's good stuff.
Now, don't get me wrong. I know you need cold. I've been saying this anytime I perform in Florida. I always say, what's fucked up about Florida is you need the cold. You need for things to die. You need for bugs and insects to die. You need for the bums to fucking die. We have the same fucking bum in our area for 20 years. See, in New York, you get new bums. The spring bums.
It's not just bums anymore now. You know that. We have all the Haitian, should I say it properly, Haitian immigrants? Or should I say it like the white publicist from fucking that Democratic magazine, the Haitian nigger immigrants? Should I say it like that?
That was a terrible slip-up.
Yeah. Like, you know how me and you never say it by accident? Never
say it.
Because we're used to being on air and we know when to turn it off. But these guys that just casually toss it about.
They're all racist, Gino. Yeah. They're all white supremacists.
Yeah. Then they're our biggest problem. Now, you're just drinking water there today, right, buddy? Or what is that?
I have a little gin and tonic. I won't be bullied into whiskey.
That's Keanu's favorite, one of Keanu's favorite go-to drinks, the gin and tonic.
The gin and tonic is a staple in the world economy. The British made an empire out of putting down Indian people and drinking gin. So
what's that old Family Guy clip? I bet it'll come up. I don't care if I get banned. There's a Family Guy clip where they're like, I'm just going to put Family Guy, comma, it's either warm gin or room temperature gin. It is so funny. Oh, here it is, 26 beautiful seconds. Here we go. Let's share this gold. But I got my old man. He used to.
My old man.
Yeah, as long as it's Whiskey Wednesday, like he used to drink, whatever. And one time he drove. I'll never forget. He drove. I lived in Delaware at the time, and he drove down from Jersey like an hour and a half. And he gets to the bar where my girlfriend at the time is working, and and he goes, Rita, give me a beer. And my mother says to him, she's like, Angelo, you have to drive an hour and a half home after this. And he's like, you're right. Rita, give me a gin and tonic. That's a true story. That's a true story. And
I tell you what, it's all of these alcoholic drugs, like whiskey. If I drink a lot of whiskey, I can't sleep that good at night. I'm
Right.
up. But
Yeah.
if I drink gin or some wine, I have I drift away into dreamland.
See, I can't drink wine anymore. Don't get me wrong, I drink wine. But when I drink wine now, then it beats the shit out of me. And I only drink red wine. I'm not a white wine guy, but I only drink red wine and it beats the fucking shit out of me.
Well, that's because you drink it in gay bars and you get anal sexually abused during
I
that.
have such a pounding head, a pounding pain in my, what is it? I have a pounding pain in my ass. Yeah. Gin and
right,
tonic.
you fucking get P. Diddy.
Our favorite in our house. Sure you go.
What do you think about the whole P. Diddy thing, Gino?
You know what? I'd love for I have not been paying enough attention to the P. Diddy thing. By the way, real fast before I forget, because I do love this clip. Here we go.
Down, Constance. We'll be right back after these turn-of-the-century messages.
Another dull night at the gentleman's club.
What we need is some room temperature gin.
Hello, gents. Fancy some room temperature gin?
Shut up, you slag.
Teeth,
No
Fred.
women allowed.
Room temperature gin. Drink it without women, have an eel pie, then go to bed.
Is that how you do it, Fred?
I like it.
Now, I'd love to talk to you about the P. Diddy thing, because I have not been paying attention to it. And I still get him confused with fucking what's his name? The other guy.
I'll never forget what's his name.
What's his name? Who's the Kardashian guy?
Bruce Jenner?
Kanye West. Kanye West.
Kanye. Now, let me give you a quick synopsis. P. Diddy, for 20 years, has been having sex parties at his mansions and boats, and he brings in minors, and a lot of it is homosexual in nature. So he's been doing this for a while. He's been doing it with celebrities, with sports celebrities, with all kinds of the who's who of millionaires and famous people. So all of a sudden he gets caught because he beat the shit out of his girlfriend, who was asking for it, by the way. And then so they got this video of him beating the shit out of his girls, and they went in, and now he's in all this trouble for having these pedophile fucking parties. But the thing is that he's not even being charged with sex with underage people. It's still just the assault of his girl. So
they protect all these people, and it doesn't help. Look at this video. Did you see the video of him and LeBron James saying there's no party like a P. Diddy party?
They're all there all the time. It's half homo stuff. And so for 20 years he's been doing it. All of a sudden now they need him to stop. They think Trump's going to win. And
without a doubt.
So what Trump does is he fucking cracks down on all this pedophilia stuff, you know? So I think they're afraid that Trump gets in, he seizes all their fucking videos, and he starts putting fucking high-end people in jail. So I think that's why they're doing it now, so that they can get rid of the tapes.
Here's the voice. Look, here he is saying it. Look.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up.
If you don't think they're gonna fucking shoot him a third fucking time, Fred, after shit like that, after everything you just said, after all the fucking elites, after he literally just came out and said, what was it? Oh, he's like, I'm gonna fucking. He's threatening to put Zuckerberg in jail for a long fucking time, and deservedly so. You know?
Yes.
And Zuckerberg, two things that make me think, they're going to kill him. Like Zuckerberg you saw the letter he put out a couple, like 2 months ago, when he's like, well, we got coerced into it. And everyone seems to think, well, a lot of smart people, and I believe them, seem to think, well, that's his way of, saying, look, I know you're going to win, so I'm sorry. And and that was an out for him, but now Trump's like, I'll put you fucking in jail. And the other thing is, and this is just how broken my brain is, or you can't, the Congress, Senate, I tell them, just put a thing like, we have changed the laws to offer more protection to vice presidential and presidential candidates. And then I'm surprised they didn't say, so when we blow his brains out successfully this third time, we can be like, don't look at us, or am I nuts?
You know what? There is no fucking law that says that because you're not the president anymore, you don't get beefed up security. I was in Manhattan Tuesday morning, 2 a.m. All the streets within 10 blocks of the UN are closed. There's hundreds of cops closing off the streets, not letting you get in, towing cars. Why? Because it's heightened fucking security. So it doesn't matter if it's Trump or if it's Obama. It's the level of fucking danger. That's where you get more police security. Not if you fucking just want it. And obviously 2 assassinations in a month and a half, you gotta think he is the most fucking threatened person on the planet. He needs 10 times the protection.
Dude,
and I will tell you one more thing.
Please, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna ask you to tell a second more thing, because I want to hear. Anyway, go on. I'm sorry, Fred. Ken Down, my friend.
So the fucking FBI guy comes on and he's talking about shit that happened. And he said, yes, we were aware in Pennsylvania, when that Trump.
I think you're thinking of Bucks County. I think you're thinking of Bucks County, Pennsylvania.
Buck County, there was.
I had to interrupt. I get excited. I'm sorry,
I'm
Fred.
sure Diddy had a party there in Bucks. But he said that they knew that there was someone of a threat on the grounds for 30 minutes before, and the person who knew it, who was like the top of the fucking either FBI or Secret Service, didn't relay it. So my thing is, your job is to protect them. We told you, hey, there's a fucking guy looking to assassinate it, and you don't say nothing. You're under arrest. I don't give a fuck who you are. It's like they tell me, look, Freddie, your job is the maintenance guy on this building. You're the head electrician. Hey, Freddie, I see smoke coming out of the panel. And I go to fucking lunch and it burns down. I am fucking.
What do you have for lunch, Freddie? What are you having for lunch that day?
I'm having probably a nice grilled burger at the bar, because I like a good bar burger.
This is the thing I thought of, and I've told this to countless people. Tell the story that you told me, like, because we've got some years on us. When you used to work fucking, tin knocker, whatever you did, God forgive me. And
electrician, goddamn you.
Are they hiring? Remember? And Dan Quayle was in town, the dumbest vice president in the past, well, since now. But I mean, tell me.
Midtown Manhattan, it's a deck job, which means that the building is just like a skeleton now. It's got the slabs and the steel. So there's no sides on it yet. We're still building the building up. So we're up about 40-something floors on a 60-something story building. And Dan Quayle's coming to town. He might be driving down the block. So we're working till 5 o'clock every night. That night, nobody's allowed to work overtime. The Secret Service came down the block, told in front of our site, get rid of all the bricks, get rid of all the garbage. We want nothing there. The sand, they swept the sand with fucking metal detectors. They said, get rid of all the sand. They went to every fucking floor and made sure no one was there. And he didn't even come down the block. But this is what they did. Now, this fucking guy The second assassin was camped out for 12 fucking hours next to the golf course. They fucking had to. You had to know. And if you didn't know, you're fired. Either you knew or you're fired, or you didn't know and you're fucking fired. Could you imagine it's a golf course? I don't know much about golf, but it's pretty wide open because the ball's got to go like hundreds of yards.
Stop. You don't golf?
No, I drink. I've only made it through 8 holes. And then I was too drunk, and they said, "Get this guy off the course." I pay a membership here.
I take it that lovely wife of yours was the 8th hole.
No, I don't ever get the 8 hole. But anyway, what I'm saying is, where do you hide on a golf course? The bushes.
Yeah.
Hey, let's check out the place. Hey, what about checking the bushes? The bushes? Who could be in the bushes? What? Well, you got to be Columbo. Where would I hide? Well, you can't hide in the open. I think you should hide in the bushes. Genius. There's Columbo.
Oh, dude, that's one of the things I took from the studio when they threw us out. I'm like, I'm taking one of these Columbo DVD. Never watch it. Still in the plastic. Like, it's on every. I have Peacock now.
Well, that's good. They had like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of fucking equipment of mics and boards. And Gino goes, "Hey, let me get those old Columbo DVDs."
Fred, yeah. Hold on. Fred, wait. Yeah. Fred.
None worse than a stupid thief. Nothing
Fucking
worse.
Drew is walking out with a TriCaster and 2 Sony cameras, and I'm like this, Fred. The perfect crime.
The joke's on him. He's got that big, clunky fucking.
You fucking loser.
Hey, honey, guess what? I got the Columbo DVDs.
I gotta stop telling you what a genius I am. Oh,
those assholes took the $20,000 mixing board.
I've never. This is what I always say. It's not that I'm bad with money. I just don't care about it enough. I just don't. It's like, I don't care. I need to care more.
You don't care.
I don't.
You know what it is? I noticed that people who never had money, like me, don't care about it.
Yeah. It's like my mother said it once. It's so funny. She's like, if money problems are your only problems, you don't have any problems at all, baby. It's it.
That's the truth. I hang out. No, I hang out with a circle sometimes of upper class people. And they're all talking about stocks and investments and reverse monetization. And I'm sitting there like, where are the fucking sandwiches? Who's in charge of the sandwiches here? And, you know?
I look at my brother, greatest guy in the world. Like, I don't have to tell you, he's the most patient man. He's got a nice house. He's got the wife, the 2 kids that are raised him right. And I'll sit in his house and it's beautiful. And I'll be like, but you can't just up and leave. This thing owns you. You poor son of a bitch with this giant house and the yard and the doting wife. You poor son of a bitch. Like, Keanu, are you ready to put the shit in the car and go? Hold on, I'll ask the real Kiki. Not fake Kiki is here saying Jim's too old to be a grandparent. That's her.
Well, that's the old Seinfeld story.
Oh, I got to stop everyone. Keanu, look at this. You got to come see this. You ready? Look. There's now a fake Kiki and a fake Gino Bisconti.
Oh, my God.
I mean, we're the fakes. Say hi, fake Kiki.
I'm not fake. How could I be fake if I'm standing here?
By the way, he's not wrong. I mean, excuse me. I'm not wrong.
There's a fake Gino.
I love this.
That goes back to that the Seinfeld joke. Did you ever hear the Seinfeld joke? He describes it perfectly. He says, "There's a band."
Yeah.
And they break down.
I love this story.
It's freezing cold, and the band's with their instruments, and they see a farmhouse, and they get out of the car.
Because I'm going to stop you, Fred. I'm going to stop you because you'll remember it was in, if I may, it was in the movie Comedian, which I'll tell. Oh, look at this. I just gave myself $2. Another one for Biscotti. Being broke is awesome. These people are insane. He tells the story, and it's perfect. It's like he said it was God, I want to say Count Basie, but whatever. It was a band, and they had to crash land, emergency land, God forbid, in the snow in a field, and then they had to go. I'm sorry, you go, Fred. I want to hear you.
And
go.
then they trudge with their instruments.
Yes.
Their feet are freezing. Everything
in their
is
suits.
wet.
In their suits.
In their suits. They're trudging through
Fred.
with their instruments. They get to the farm and they look in the window and the people are sitting there at the table with a nice apple pie and they're eating and dinner and talking. And the guy turns to the other guy and goes, "How do you live like that?"
Yes. Yes. Because we're wired. We're broken. We're wired wrong. Like I always tell this story. I don't know. I should tell it on stage more, but I don't because it really happened and it's funny. And why would I do that rather than say I run into women's shelters and fucking read Diary of Anne Frank on the subway? I don't mean to rub your nose in my success.
Yes,
Fred.
yes. And I felt that.
But I used to headline Anchorage, Alaska once a year. Yeah, easy.
Wow. I'm thinking it's the middle of the winter when the sun doesn't come up.
Fred, it was the middle of the winter when the sun, but it's Anchorage, so there is sunlight. And I did Anchorage I'll tell you what, like right around Lent, because I would do Mardi Gras, whatever. But, and there's
what did
nothing
they give
to
up
do.
for Lent? Heat?
See, you missed this. You missed this, right?
I gave up civilization. Isn't that fucking enough?
When I get the whiskey sponsor, you're fucking coming into town and we're drinking here, okay?
You goddamn right we are.
Now, so here, and this is how we're wired. So I'm in Alaska and there's nothing to do. You drink at the bar during the day, whatever. Like that's what I do. I don't give a fuck. And I'm hanging out at the bar and the bartender goes, "Hey, you're the comedian." I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "Why don't you go talk to that guy? His name is Travis." I'll never forget. He goes, "His name is Travis." I'm like, "What does he do?" He's like, "He's been here his whole life. He does maintenance at the bar, but he's a hunter. He guides tours. People come up. He's one of those guys. He takes them on tours, and teaches them how to hunt." So I go up to him. Don't tell him who I am. This is word for word because I sit next to him and I go, "Hey, how you doing?" We're guys drinking. We're dudes. He's still great. And he goes, "How are you?" I'm like, "Good, man. I'm in town from New York." I'm like, "What do you do?" And he's like, I work for boys like you. I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I take guys from city folk like you out on tours and I teach them how to hunt and field trip and all that stuff." I'm like, "How's that?" He's like, "Tell you what happened the other day." Hand to God. Tell you what happened the other day. He's like, "I'm hunting with these 3 New York guys and we're sitting there and we kill a deer or an elk or a deer." And he's like, "And I'm showing them how to field strip it. And I tell them, you got to watch for bears. And while I'm down there, fucking it's dead silent. I hear someone scream and a bear jumps on me. And I yell at the 3 guys, shoot them. And they're frozen." This is not made up. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, "So what do you do?" He's like, "Well, I can get my hand free enough while I'm fighting him off to get the gun in my vest. And I shoot him in the neck and I shoot him in the heart and he falls dead on me." And I look at him like this. And he goes, "What do you do?" And I go, "I'm the comedian this week." And he's like, "Oh God, I could never do that. Swear to God. And he looks at me like, he goes, "Oh God, I could never do that." Yeah, I get in front of people and tell dick jokes. His name is Travis. He fucking still works at Coots up and I'm like sitting there like, are you nuts? But that's because we're broken. We're wired differently.
I played a club one time and a bear jumped on me. And because I was doing bear jokes, I called the bear's wife a cunt. And he didn't like it.
Hold on one sec. Keanu, he was doing bear jokes and he called the bear's wife a cunt. That's good. Dude, that's good. Buddy.
Is that the real Gino or the fake Gino?
Fake. Do I look like I have a $1.99 on me? Are you out of your fucking mind? You out of your mind?
But I digress. And who is that? I bet Charlie could get a guy to come into Impound Media.
Chaley's a good for Chaley. I don't know if you know him. He's like, I know him from Alaska, but he's what's his name's right-hand man? Got Doug Stanhope. Like, that's how I got the gig, not through Doug, but Doug started the comedy show and I was hanging out with someone that knew him and they put me up there. But yeah.
If Doug got you the gig in Alaska in the middle of the winter, I don't want to fucking know Doug.
I was literally on the phone today, Keanu, was I not? A buddy out of the blue, guy calls me. My buddy Chris Moore, he lives up there. He's actually, God bless him, he lives up there and he works on a rig and then he goes to San Diego. But he had a radio show up there and he called me out of the blue today. He's like, I saw your number. But I'm like, you got to get me back up there. It was the best. I used to do a week there and they liked me so much they would fly me through Reno, a layover in Reno, a week layover, so to speak. And I would do this. I would do the old Catch a Rising Star, which fucking became something else. And I would literally do like fucking, I do 18 shows in 2 weeks, you know? And I mean like closing spots. It was great. Now I drink whiskey in my apartment while with my free Columbo DVDs.
Let me tell you a story about when a bear jumped on me on stage because I called his wife a cunt.
I fucking love that. I love that. I thought you did the bear. Then someone put a bear left joke. A bear left. God, stupid. They put up a sign that said bear left, so the hunters went home.
I know that one. I know that joke. Everyone does.
Yeah. By the way, circling back, and then we have to get to the guest soon. Circling back, I can't believe you would make a buddy of mine, rest his soul, poor little out do you remember it? Do you know a comedian named Jeff Parami?
I loved Jeff Parami. I used to play the Borgata, and his Thursday show, I was off because he would have the burlesque show. And then afterwards, we would have a whiskey at the bar or a snack because he was a big fat guy.
Yeah.
And he was a great guy, great laughs. When I go to Atlantic City now and I see the burlesque show, I get teary-eyed. I really don't, but I'm going to tell everybody I do.
Blame him. He's one of the guys. Him and Bob Levy, when I first started, they would bring me everywhere. And he would, well, the reason I brought this up is because he would do golf tours. You know?
Yes.
And you're him. You're a much skinnier, fucking much more alive him. But like, if you're telling me, watch this. Let's say that like I'm at a golf tour. It's like, yeah, and you could pair with a comedian, and then you do the giveaways at the end. Fred, you're telling me like I'm sitting here giving myself $2 a pop, and I'm telling you how to monetize yourself. But you'd be great at that. But the other thing I loved, by the way, shout out Win at All Costs to Whiskey Wednesday. Woohoo! Kiana, come to a shop for Whiskey Wednesday. Win at All Costs was $20. But the other thing,
I have a Parami story.
Oh, okay. You go, and then I'll tell one because I want to hear yours. I know mine.
Well, it's indirectly. I got a gig at a golf course. I was opening for another comic. And while we were at the golf course...
Hold on. I'm going to interrupt you. To Jeff Parami. I mean it.
To Jeff Parami.
Chendon.
It never gets better.
Yes. Go on.
So I'm at the fucking golf course, and we're at the last hole, and we're making jokes as they putt around and stuff like that. So every guy who came in, they go, "Oh, do you know Jeff Parami?" And I go, "Yeah, I love Jeff." He goes, "He was here last year. He killed it." I said, "Of course he killed it. He's the best." He goes, "What you got to do is you got to get the Monsignor Jamie. He went back and forth with him." He goes, "It was hilarious. You got to get Monsignor Jamie into the
You know why I'm laughing? Because I know this guy in the front row is going to be great. Pick on him. All right. Anyway, go on.
Father Jamie. The next group comes in. "Oh, you're the comedian. Oh, are you going to do the thing? Are you going to get Father Jamie?" 5 people tell me. The 6th person says, "Let me tell you something about Father Jamie. He goes on cruises with us. He doesn't even wear the Monsignor outfit, just a regular guy. He's got a gumana. He's this, he's that. He's the coolest." Yeah, you gotta. We loved it last time. Do a little thing with make fun of him. So I'm like, all right. So now I'm thinking of shit, and I'm just gonna mildly do it. So the place is packed. I'm a minute into my set, and I go, "Hey, Monsignor Jamie's here." I go, "He's really Italian." I go, "He's so Italian. His parish is Our Lady of Mind Your Own Fucking Business." And Father Jamie looks, Monsignor Jamie, goes like this on the table. Boom. gets up and walks out of the fucking room.
Stop it. Stop
And
it.
the guy who's in charge goes, "What the fuck did you say that for?"
He walks out of the room.
Pissed off. I can't be here. And he walks on the other guy, and everybody's like this. And I start going, fucking 10 of you said get fucking Father Jamie. He's cool. He's this. He's that. I go, the fucking guy's in the hallway now. I told one joke. And they were like, yeah, but you shouldn't have said that. You know he's a priest, you know. I was like,
that. It's always that. Dude, I did a fucking private one time. I forget this story sometimes. I did a private party. Those are always great. And it was like a good time. I was having a good time. And there's a priest. And this was, you know my story. This is literally 1999, 2 years after I lose my mother to cancer. And all the money she tithed is going to altar boys that they fuck. And I do one fucking joke, not even about the Catholic Church. And the priest gets offended and everyone looks at him. And so I start, everything's a butt fuck. I do 2 butt fuck jokes. I'm like, this guy gets it. And after the show, you know, they, you know, I don't know. I got paid. I don't know when he comes up to me like
and blew you.
And blows me. He comes up to me like he still thinks he has sweat. And he literally goes, I was very disappointed, not offended, disappointed. I said, I looked at him. I was so angry. I'm like, don't ever talk to me like I have any respect for you in your office. Don't do that. And I told him, like, my mother died 2 years ago of cancer, and all the money she gave is because your fucking company, I said company, that I remember, fucked altar boys. I'm like, I gotta go. But that's it. It's like, it's just a regular guy who's like, nope, I'm the, wow. It was just.
I'm no fan. I'm no fan of the whole thing. I'm
Or
no
you
fan.
could ask
But the
Phil
guy
for
got
some-
up and left. And since then, for years, whenever I do like churches and stuff, every so often someone goes, hey, you know Father Jamie? I go, yeah, he's from the Church of Our Lady of Mind Your Own Fucking Business.
That's such a good joke. Come on.
What did you
By the way-
hire me for?
By the way, Phil Kassouf's Wild Hog Ride said Rubino looks like he works out. You take care of yourself, strapping young man. By the way, oh my God, how did I forget this? What are you doing on October 5th there, Fred?
October 5th, I will be in Mount Kisco at the Moose Lodge. What kind of organization is this?
Oh, no, it's a Mason Lodge, dude. It's a
Jackie
Lodge.
Mason?
What's that?
Jackie Mason?
I did a Jackie Mason joke the other day. It was so bad. I can't remember what it was. It was so fucking bad, dude. So bad.
Mason Lodge sounds good to me.
I
believe the first time I met you was like up in Mount Kisco. We did a show with Chrissy Mayer. It might be the same fucking place.
It might be, but oh my God, it's a fun fucking room. And that's another place. It's just a bunch of fucking stupid guineas. There's this one guy, he's a friend of theirs. His name is Nick. He's this old Italian guy, older than me. And he's one of, you ever meet a guy or a woman that when they laugh, they don't get cheated? When they laugh,
Yeah.
it is
One
the
of these
best.
guys.
Oh, this guy, Keanu, remember Nick?
The head
He's just like,
back
ah.
up.
And I'm sitting there. It's like heroin. I'm like, just sitting there. I'll tell a knock-knock joke and he'll just start laughing. I'll be like, oh my God, this is the guy. It's a bunch of people like that. It's such a fun fucking room.
There
Where'd
you go.
Speaking of the opposite of people like that, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Michael Gavin Ali, everybody.
How are you guys? I can't wait to you two guineas. I don't know what to say. I mean, one guinea's annoying and I like the other guinea.
Of course you don't know what to say. You have Down syndrome. We
I don't give a
appreciate that
shit.
you're even
You know,
on. That's
You're-
nice.
Fred, you're a fucking guinea. You're like the most
I'm proud of
dumbest-
that. You see,
Well,
what you
good for
don't
you. Good
understand
for
is
you.
I'm proud of that. And by you
Okay.
thinking that someone's
Well,
not proud of that
last time
mental
you
disorder.
interrupted me.
I muted him, Fred.
No, let Corky talk because
Okay,
he must
there you
have
go.
wrote-
You're
he
unmuted.
must have been prepping for this for a long time.
This is why you can't be a godfather. Did I hold on 1 second, Mike? You know that I told you that story, right? I got turned down. I'm my niece's godfather. My friend asked me to be the godfather to their kid, and I go to this church, and they're like, "Well, you need a sponsorship paper," which I never heard of.
We
And
went
now
over
I'm
this
hearing-
last time, you drunken bastard.
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure because, you know, like I do so many of these, they blur. And now I'm finding out I should have greased this fucking palm.
Yes.
Anyway, what say you, Michael Gavin Ali?
About what?
What
Wow.
say you?
He's so interesting.
I'm just really bored that we got Fred Rubino on. I mean, last time we interacted, I just walked off. You know?
Yes.
Because-
Yes. Would you
because
like
he
to
took
see a
over
clip
the
of that?
show.
Me too. Let's watch the rest of it. Hold on. Here we go. Now, because we wanted you to explain this. And by the way, Fred, you know who's going to offend you more in this video? Fucking this kid who fucking you'd always tell to come out and he was too busy. Where's he now? Gay fucking Al Pacino.
Gay Al Pacino was supposed to perform with me this Saturday, and he said he told me Monday he couldn't make it to get someone else.
And you don't call me? I can host for $20. I mean, I only have $2 to super chat, but you call the good guy. Let's watch this beaut. Here we go. And you're not going to believe this. This was, if you don't know how good the Chargers are, this was the middle of fucking, I believe, November. They had 2 wins then, too. Here we go. And then we'll talk about your Cowboys, dude.
Why we can't watch football because we notice it. And the Chargers, they have 2 wins, okay? And we'll get to call. They have 2 wins, all right? And one is against a winless Minnesota Vikings team.
What the
Is it-
fuck?
what the fuck?
What are you?
Stay out.
Where are you going?
You don't walk out on me.
Hey, you know
Where you
what?
going?
The face he made right before he left.
Oh,
The
I
face
just
he
made
made
it
right
because
before
I
he
gotta
left.
tell you
Let
this.
him go.
Because you were
I gotta
talking
Pause it
football.
here, Michael Gavin Ali.
Guys, can I just tell you, Fred, that the two of you were taking over the show and I didn't get a word in.
Wait,
at all.
Michael, can I say something? So you're saying I was taking over the show?
No, not you. Let me take it back. Fred was taking over the show.
So you're
And I didn't
saying
get any words in.
you're saying the guest that I had on every other Monday, and every now and then we'd be lucky enough for fucking gay Al Pacino to clear his schedule and say, I'd love to come with you because I'm doing you the favor, Fred. You're saying he was taking over the show? Come on.
No.
Poor
what-
Div. What's up, son?
Let me tell you something. He left when you were talking football. So I wasn't talking at all. But any man who, when you talk football, goes, I don't want to hear it anymore. It's over. You are a gay man. You're a bitchy gay man. And that's
I'm not a
okay.
bitchy gay
But
man. I'm
embrace
not a
it.
bitchy gay man.
Embrace it.
Yeah, I think you're a fucking asshole. That's all I gotta say. I think
Why is Fred an asshole?
You just
Because
because
I
he's
just
talking
think
to
he
a gay
is.
man.
I don't know. It's probably in my mind. You know, it's probably in my mind.
Fake
I
Keith,
think
you
you,
don't
I
mean
think
Yes,
you're a
thank you
bitch
very
gay
much,
man
Keith.
with Down
I
syndrome.
agree
There's
with you.
nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But
By the way,
listen,
props
when
to
you go
Fake
on-
Kiki who knows to say Machine Gun Ali. Go, Fred. I'm sorry, buddy.
when you go on someone's show, if you're lucky enough to be invited to a fucking great comedian like Gino's show, and then you get up and say, I'm bored, like a bitchy gay man with Down syndrome, which is your thing, and you know, that's your thing. But when you do that, don't expect to get any respect after that from anyone.
I agree with
Not
you.
even people who have watched it. Because not for nothing, you are one of the most uninteresting people that has ever gone on Gino's show. And there were dummies on fucking Gino's show.
Thank you, Fred. Wait a minute. Your thoughts,
go
Michael
ahead.
Gavin Ali. Mike?
What?
All right, let's go back to the video because I'm going to ask you, why did you, is it true you got up because you were bored by him or because you wanted to hit on?
Wait a minute. It's a godsend. It's a godsend.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's a fucking miracle.
Watch. You want to hear something great? Then we'll get back to it. Not only are Jake and Louie great entertainers, they're a mind reader. Tell me what I'm thinking right now that I want to say to Michael Gavin Ali. You go, Louie.
He's going to jerk off to that Twitter girl in the bathroom.
I understand. Like, this is why.
And Louie will be at Skankfest this weekend. Fucking make sure you follow them, and if you're fucking there, go find them.
He has no people skills.
I think you say he has no
He
people.
literally, we were nice
This goes
enough to
back
put
to
him on
your
our
rant.
show. Yeah.
Of I fucking did my time.
Oh, the show's
I did
over.
everything.
Right? Show's over. Michael Gavin Ali left. The show's over.
Now let me
I don't
ask you
ever,
something, Fred.
ever,
Okay, all
ever.
honesty.
Don't you
Look
dare
at him,
come
look at
back
him.
in
He went
here.
out to hit on
Don't.
fucking.
Don't. It's boring. Fuck.
Let me ask you something, Fred. Like when I watch shit like this, and I don't know if I said this last time. I tell people all the time since, like, that's one of the greatest compliments I ever got, how much fun you had in this studio with us, because you're like me, you know? Like, we're old fucking, no, I don't mean old elderly, but we've been doing this so long. Like, I'm trying to get into the fucking YouTube rhythm. I am, and I enjoy this. I'm having fun. I have people I like. I don't give a fuck. 94 people here, and I'll tell you something else. I'll say it again. I do member-only chat, meaning if you pay $5 a month, say whatever you want. Because I'm tired of people that are like, oh my God, we want to super chat the really. I don't want you super chats. I want you to pay $5 a fucking month and fucking come here whenever you fucking want.
But look at the show that you were putting on at that day. The guy with the puppet, I don't know who he is. He's fucking hilarious.
Jake and Louie, they
He
are
is sharp. He is funny. He is so fucking good. Gay Al Pacino was hilarious, and nowhere else do you see that. Me, enough said. I'm a genius. Everybody knows it. And Gino runs the best show so good that I get on a fucking bus on the Route 9, take it into the worst fucking bus stop in history of New York, Port Authority, then walk 10 blocks through the shittiest neighborhood to get to this fucking show that I have a fucking ball with, and I've hung out with great comedians all the time. And that's the fucking show that bored him. I'm bored.
Hold on one sec. Michael Gavin Ali, what say you, buddy?
You know what? I'm gonna get off the show.
No, wait, Mike, why? Why did you, like, I had you on. What did I do wrong? You didn't want to come
you
on?
didn't
You
do
didn't want to
anything
talk
wrong.
about...
I thought it was going to be me and you, and having, I just don't enjoy Fred's humor. You know
whose humor do you enjoy? And don't say me. That's another strike. Whose humor do you enjoy?
You.
Okay. Watch this. Let me explain what's going on with comedy. You two both have to see this. There's a clip going around now of Ellen DeGeneres, and I talk about this when I'm on stage both times this month. Like, it's awful. Did you see the clip? And I mean this, excuse me, I'll even make us all equal. Did you see the clip of Ellen DeGeneres that's going around of her special?
No,
I
but
saw
I
her
heard about
special.
it.
It was horrendous.
I knew it was going to be horrendous anyway.
Watch me bring us all together. Watch me bring us all together when I showed. And let me tell you something. I used to like Ellen DeGeneres. I shouldn't even say like. I could take her or leave her. But once you realize just what's going on, watch this clip. Did you watch it? Fred, did you see this yet?
I believe I saw her special, and I thought it was horrendous.
I knew it was going to be horrendous. It was going to be Hannah Gatsby like.
Look, Michael, I agree. This is beyond. It's like the Hannah Gatsby thing, and I props to Aaron Berg, been hanging out. Fishhead Rob, thank you so much for becoming a member, so you can fucking shit on us all in the chat. I love you, buddy. But like Hannah Gatsby, I always said this, and I'm curious what you think, Fred. And I love that I'm on the bottom so we can see the good guys. Like, she's the problem with comedy. I'll remove this for 1 sec. Hannah Gadsby's the problem with comedy, and it's not even her fault, because this is why, and this, especially guys like me and you, if I may fucking put myself in your league, we're straight white males well over 30. You know how we get work? We have to be funny. We have to be funny. That's it. That's it. You know what I mean? So because of all the boxes you check. But when you're Hannah Gadsby, whatever that thing is, whatever. She's fat. She's trans.
She's a freak.
She's lesbian. Who knows? She's angry. She fits so many boxes that she just gets on stage and talks, and she's like number one out of one people. So she keeps getting work, and so she has a special, and it's awful. And then you get fucking Ellen DeGeneres, who's like, well, she's like she's a lesbian and she has a show and she's a voice box for the left. So we're gonna put her on, even if she has nothing to say. Watch this clip is a minute is 61 seconds of your life you'll never get back. Watch this.
Correct.
Sorry, I didn't.
I'm a
add it.
strong woman.
Oh, I fucking fucked up. Hold on.
And I'm impatient and I'm demanding. I'm direct. I'm a strong woman.
All right. What's the fucking point?
Now, this is important because if you think she says another thing for the next 55 seconds, I would be there. As God is my witness, I've done this before. Keanu, when I'm killing on stage, both times, you were there, one of them, right? How many times, Keanu, and I swear to God, I will fucking, I'll be really fucking in a rhythm, when you're in the groove and it's a good crowd. And I'll do a premise and they'll start clapping. And what do I say? You can clap, but it's just going to be a dick joke. I'll interrupt them. But this dizzy bitch, watch. Hold on. Is it still playing? Hold on.
No.
That's the clip.
I'm a strong woman.
And
That's supposed to be the punchline?
What's that, Mike? I'm sorry, what?
Is that supposed to be the punchline? Like,
that's Michael, thank you. It's not supposed to be the punchline.
No.
It's supposed to be the point of applause, the point of what is it called? The action point. What's it called when you're in sales?
Prostitution.
No, now you're doing, Mike. What's it called when you're in sales, Mike?
I don't even know. I'm probably fucking retarded.
This is better, Fred, and you know it. This is better.
Definitely getting better. But if I want to see some fucking slightly masculine fucking asshole saying that they're a strong woman, I'll watch the old clip of Ali getting up and leaving the Gino Biscotti show. But I don't have to watch this.
What do you think is funnier? I swear to God, as like someone with and I've said this countless times, fucking, that is not comedy. That is fucking propaganda. That's whatever you want. Like, we're lining up, you're like me, Fred. God forgive me for saying that. But we're the kind of guys that want to keep people laughing. And I mean, I did a show last night at a bar called Three Monkeys. Again, quit bragging. But
wow, who books that?
Wow.
Zookeeper?
You ready for me to bring this full circle? Fuck, you ready? Jackie Mason's daughter, hand to God.
Sheba
Mason. This guy
I performed with Sheba many times.
Yeah, she's great. So I'm there, and there's some woman laughing. Like, that's the best. And the thing I love about doing that room, one of the many things, one, it makes you work, but two, it's on 54th between Broadway and 7th or 8th. It's literally a 4-minute walk from the Stephen Colbert Late Show auditorium, the Sullivan Theater, that he has fucking just ruined, just bastardized with his bullshit, where everyone wants clapter. To quote the great comedian,
he bastardized the whole thing.
What's that?
He bastardized the whole thing.
It's terrible. So
yeah, it's garbage.
But no one is going to a Ellen DeGeneres special and leaving gut busting laughing.
No,
she's not, and she has people writing. You know, me and you fucking hire a team of writers, Fred, and then have them pour over their stuff. Stop it. Stop it.
And then you masturbate in front of them and they go to the news. It's horrible. That's what we go through, though.
That's what we do. Hold on.
I gotta tell you this. I was watching YouTube and I was watching a Stuttering John clip, and I was laughing hysterically. Like, I just could not keep. I was just coughing. It was just the most the most stupidest thing, and he was talking about fucking Kevin Brennan, and I was just laughing of Stuttering John talking about Kevin Brennan. You know, the two fucking morons.
But I will watch this. I'll compliment Kevin Brennan here because I have been lately. Kevin Brennan, I've said this countless times. The more you love something, the more you do it. The more you do something, the better you get at it. And Fred doesn't know the dabble verse, but you do. But it's going to be two different views of the same statement. The more you love something, the more you do it. The more you do something, the better you get at it. The better you get at something, you're the top of the tier. You're recession proof. You can do whatever you want. And even if you're fucking doing it and not making that much money, who cares? Because you love doing it and you're doing it a lot. Whatever. And Brennan is so good. You know Kevin Brennan, right, Rubino?
Yeah.
He's so good at being a miserable prick that he's making 5 figures a month on YouTube being a miserable prick. And I'll say this, God bless him. And then everyone else is like, well, we're going to shit on people too. And they're just shitty people. Don't get me wrong. Kevin's a shitty person too, but that's his bit. It's not like he's like, it's not like you're looking at him going like, what happened to you, Kevin? You're looking at Kevin going like, wow, way to go, Kevin. You know, but the rest of them are pieces of shit.
I know. I don't know. This whole Dabbleverse thing has taken over my life now. It's just, it's so fucked up. I just enjoy it.
Michael, much as this would be the perfect opportunity to shit on you, I'm going to go the opposite way. I'm out of it, but I get it. It's captivating. It's like,
I get anything. I get anything that is doing well and creates an audience for itself.
Yeah.
I'm not there to judge. If you're doing something that's horrendous, that's fucking or so offensive or not offensive or just boring and vanilla as anything, but
It's
you're
just
drawing
it's
a
a
crowd
psycho
and doing
it's a
well, then I'm all
psychodrama.
for it.
It's a psychodrama online, and I watch these shows like who are these podcasts, El Horrible, Tuki Soup. They're all fucking hilarious.
Well, I'm going to interrupt you, Mike, to explain, to not just explain, but to say something to Fred that I guarantee you'll understand. And this is why, by the way, and while I'm doing that, shout out to Mr. Nobody. Love this guy. I got so mad a couple months ago, Fred. I'm like, I'm banning this fucking guy. And my guests like, leave him. And he's so good. I'm here for Fred. I only have coffee, but Shindan. Let's do a little toast to Mr. Nobody. I will. Love this fucking guy. Go!
Thank you, Mr. Nobody. That's a kind
Thank
word.
you, Mr. Nobody.
But you know
Now-
what, Gino? As a performer, I can appreciate when people come up to me and go, oh, the Jersey Shore guys, they're such fucking assholes. Or this guy's an asshole. Or this fucking podcast. I go, listen, they made something out of nothing.
Sure.
And I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if it's not for you or offensive or anything. Once someone makes something out of nothing, they have all my fucking respect. I don't have to like it. I
No.
don't have to fucking appreciate
Agreed.
it. But
I appreciate it.
fucking respect it 100% no matter what it is.
I just
no, I agree. No, you go, Mike. I'm sorry, buddy. Go, pal.
but I always thank you, Aaron, Chrissy, and Mike for giving me the Michael Gavin Ali character. I really embrace it. I really enjoy it. I use it all the time, like on Tuki Soup or on B Dabbling Live, just to call them.
Is it a character?
Fan has a question.
Machine Gun Ali? How you doing, buddy?
Hi, how are you, Kiki?
Character.
Oh,
He's
what's that?
really
You wanna
not
stop,
a
baby?
bitchy
Come here.
gay with Down syndrome. He's a character of that.
But I will. Let me say this. It's a baby. But he was talking about. He said Tukey. Now I don't know if you know who Tukey is, but this is the thing that I say about the Dabbleverse now. Like what gets me about the Dabbleverse, Shendan, to fucking to our boy Mr. Nobody.
To Machine Gun Ali's character.
There you go. What gets me about the Dabbleverse is, like, I said it already, Brennan's great. All these other guys, they just sit there and like I love this show. I do. And I love this show. Thanks for coming on. And I knew having Michael Gavin Ali is going to be weird, but it's fucking great because we're sitting here busting balls, telling jokes. Like, we did not spend a single minute saying we're better than this. We're better than this. In fact, we're sitting here saying, God, Kevin Brennan is nuts, but he's great at it. Fucking, I quote Fred Rubino, anyone that can fucking monetize something, good for them.
Good
But
for them.
everyone that's not Kevin Brennan who started it, and they're comedians now in the fucking Dabbleverse, they're like, well, I have more views and blah, blah, blah. But, and this is my point, and I think you'll appreciate this. I'm curious on your thoughts, Fred. The Tukey thing, Tukey is a puppet that a guy started, and it's Tukey who's a puppet. It's Cardiff Electric, and Fred, hold on, I'm going to make Fred's face big for this so you can see it. So it's Tukey who's a green puppet. It's Cardiff Electric, who's a talking potato, and it's Obnoxious John, who's a talking orange. Fred, I call him the puppet, the potato, and the orange, but they were never comedians. The potato, Cardiff Electric, was a huge fan of the Artie Quitter podcast. He plays clips of that. And they are guys that just loved like all these comedians, and now they're laughing at them because they're like, what are you fucking doing? And they're great. You know what I mean? They're not like comedians are like, well, I'm just gonna say I'm better than this. They're fans that are like, why is this guy saying he's better than this? It's hysterical, but they're great.
Gino, I love the whole Aaron M. Holt thing. I've been following that psychodrama, and it is fucking crazy. What is going on with this guy?
Oh, Fred, you don't even know that one. Fucking apparently in the Dabbleverse, you ready for this, Fred? I'm a snitch. Ask me why one of the most loyal people you know is a snitch.
Why are you a snitch, Gino?
Why are you a snitch?
Well, Fred, let's pretend that you did a podcast with a couple people, with a married couple, not unlike me and Keanu, knock wood, 19 days, TikTok, bitch. Why are you going out the window? She'll come back. And we hang out with them, and then we hang out with them 2 different times in Minnesota, Fred, and we just hang out like when you hang out with another married couple. It's a good time, right, Fred? You do.
No, but go ahead.
Yeah.
I hate other married couples.
Right. So we hang out, nothing goes on. Then after we hang out with them the last time, over the next couple months, they start hanging out with another married couple who's rich and has 5 kids, and they start doing cocaine with them and wife swapping and doing drugs and all this.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It's an age-old story. And then, Fred, these assholes drag you into their drama, and you're like, I'm sick of it, and you try and get out. And then one of the guys sends you a naked picture of the other guy's wife. The other guy's wife. And again, Fred, this is not like, watch this. This isn't like you start fucking my wife and I don't know about it. Then I find out. So I find a picture of your wife and I send it out. This is the guy is getting cucked out of his life by the dude that's fucking his wife. And the guy's wife that he's fucking knows about it. She poses naked. He sends me a picture. He does it on air. And then the cops call me and say, do you have a naked picture of this woman? And at that point, Fred, just because I said, yes, I'm not lying to police for you, because fucking this guy snitched on you like a cunt. And they're like, well, Gino's a snitch. And this is what goes on out there. And somehow, when I hang out at clubs like I did this past weekend at the Stand and Stand Up New York and even the Three Monkeys, no one brought it up. It's like they don't know what goes on.
Let me tell you something. You hang out with someone, that doesn't mean I'm going to be your fucking front man for your degenerate fucking lifestyle or a crime that you're about to fucking, which is a crime. You can't send that.
Bingo.
Watch this. Hey, my lost interest. Why don't you clip this? Oh, because it doesn't sell? Fucking clip this. Let everyone call me snitch and let them know. Oh my God, I went to Stand Up New York and they're like, the snitch, it doesn't happen. Keep fucking playing to the lowest common denominator of these fucking faggots. And I don't mean gay people that suck dick. Don't get up, Mike. I mean losers like this, but they keep making money and you let YouTube win. But again, like and by the way, I was at the Stand the other night and no one said, hey, Ray DeVito doesn't like you because he's a piece of fucking hack garbage. Anyway, back to you, Fred, your thoughts.
My thoughts are when I hang out with someone and I start to be friendly with them and they get me involved in some fucking stupid shit, I usually say, hey, don't get me involved in this stupid fucking shit. Yep. And then if they do, I tell them we're done. And if the cops call me and say, hey, the guys are fucking each other, hey, what do you want from me? Yes, he did send me a fucking picture. What the fuck you? Don't
Yeah.
fucking drag people into your shit.
I gotta tell you this. This is all I do on my off time.
Understood, Mike, and I don't blame you, but
it's so interesting because it's like I follow it all the time, and it's like the worst thing to be addicted to. And I don't know.
I know
It's
you're
not
addicted.
like look, it is. I watched it for the longest time, and I'm telling you, sometimes I still watch clips of it, and no one ever said Kevin Brennan's hilarious. He is. No one ever said he wasn't hysterical. And in Kevin's defense, it's not like Kevin suddenly got mean. Kevin is an angry, and he should be. Like, Fred, forgive me if I say anything that's not that's obvious to you, and I think it's not. You know Kevin Brennan, right?
I really do
Kevin
not.
Brennan.
Kevin Brennan is a fucking hilarious comedian. He is. Okay. And this is what, and the fact that you don't know him proves my point. And let me say this, and Mike, jump in or raise your hand if you have to clarify anything, but it's this simple. Okay. Kevin Brennan is so fucking funny. And he's from one of the last bastions of, and you'll get this, an Irish Catholic family. He is I really need to look this up. He's either the oldest or the second oldest. You ready, Fred? Of how many kids from an Irish Catholic family out of Philly? How many?
I would say 11.
10. Is it 10 or 8? It's so many, I can't keep track. Okay. Let's even say it's 8. So he's the oldest of 8 children. Okay. And he is like, he's older than us. He's 60 some. So he's that big. So he grew up, and I'm defending him, and it makes me love him. And I enjoy telling this. So he grew up fucking the oldest, and he watched everybody in the family get a little bit more than him. So you understand, I used to always say this. Thank you, Jim. He has 11 teen children. How many 11th, 70, 12? By the way, the chat, make yourself useful. How many fucking kids, and is he the oldest or second oldest?
Come
but you
on.
can imagine. So Fred, he grows up watching everyone, God bless him, get a little bit more. Okay. And I always said this, when he worked with us at Compound Media, I used to do this impersonation. It's like, if you don't understand why Kevin's angry, watch this. I'll be Kevin. Watch this. Fred, you be Anthony Cumia, and you say, here are 5 bags of gold.
Here are 5 bags of gold.
Okay. I take them, I drop them on the ground, and I go like this. Why did Bill Schultz get half a bag of gold? Why did Bill? Because all he can see now is what people are getting that he's not. And it's understandable because it goes all the way down to his youngest brother, Neil Brennan. Neil Brennan, who's also a comedian, who I would say Kevin is 10 times funnier than Neil Brennan, but you cannot multiply by 0. Neil Brennan isn't funny. Neil Brennan is the other side that he hung out. He was a doorman at this comedy club. He became friends with, I can't think of his name, Dave Chappelle. And then Dave Chappelle made him a producer, millionaire. But the funniest part is, before this happened, before Neil Brennan, who Kevin grew up watching getting so much more than him, fucking linked with Dave Chappelle, Kevin Brennan was on Star Search that long ago. Kevin Brennan was on Star Search. I don't know how many rounds he won. Then he went up against the first guy ever to get 4 stars and beat him. What was the name of that young comedian that beat him with 4 stars?
Gino Bisconti.
Dave Chappelle.
Whoa.
So do you understand? This is like Kevin Brennan should be a comic book. And fucking Dave Chappelle literally took his brother. First, he beats Kevin on Star Search, and then he makes his brother a millionaire. And if you don't get why Kevin's angry, and Kevin deserves every fucking one of the 5-figure he's making every month on YouTube for being like, I'm angry, but it's a well-deserved anger.
Yeah.
Everyone else in fucking the Dabbleverse are just, I could be angry. And people like, and this is where it gets back to you, fucking Michael, and I mean it, where we're just like, I'll watch the anger, but they're bastardizing what Kevin Brennan does. Am I wrong?
Remember the time I came on the show?
Oh my God, do I ever? We have videos of it.
I was doing impressions of Bill Burr over Kevin Brennan, and I thought Kevin Brennan was going to go after me Like he was so pissed off. You know, I was with the Booth Boys.
You know, you can't fake anger and you can't fake joy. So when it's authentic, it comes out and
Yeah.
it's just fucking authentic and people pick up on it. So if you just try and do it and say, "Oh, I'm gonna be angry too," it's forced and it's bullshit. And it's not interesting.
I
By the
mean,
way, shout out to Jesse James, who fucking says he can't become a member on Google because he's not verified. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate the two. How can you not be verified? I'm verified on Google. How hard is it to do? All right, well, whatever. I hear you. I hear you. By the way, Fred, what is the calendar bit? Fred, the calendar trick guy. What was the calendar trick I missed?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck
I don't know.
saying.
Oh, wait. No, he's saying I'm Gino, you're Fred, and fucking Michael Gavin Ali. Michael Gavin Ali, what's the calendar trick guy, Mike?
he knows I know dates before like let's say birthdays. Like I was born June 12th, 1982, and it fell on a Saturday. So like something like that.
So wait, if I tell you what day I was born, you can tell me the day?
Yeah.
All right. Well, before I do that, let's give a shout out to Gecko Dundee. He gifted. Oh, Gecko Dundee made Columbo the fucking avatar. Boom. Fred, favorite Columbo episode and go.
Is the one where the guy kills his wife by hitting her over the head with a big chunk of ice, and then the ice melted and there was no more fucking murder weapon. But then Columbo fucking tested the water next to the pool. It didn't have chlorine in it, and he figured out that it was a fucking block of ice, and it wasn't pool water.
The only thing you got wrong in that, and don't get me wrong, you're gonna remember this. It was Robert Culp. He was in a shit ton, and it was Dean Stockwell. He didn't kill his wife. He killed the owner of the football team.
Well, somebody's got to get killed, Gino. Okay?
Yeah,
It's
the block of ice is gold. By the way, shout out to fucking Gecko Dundee. David D, you get a membership. Bach Precision, you get a membership. Ed Gangiger, you get a membership. Hound Diggity Dog 13, you get a membership. And Brad Buckman, you get a goddamn membership. All compliments of our boy Gecko Dun fucking D. Oh, you know
That's
what?
a real man.
The honor that calls for his social. We gotta do a shot for our boy Gecko Dundee. Come here.
That's
you get
a real man.
And by the way, shout out to Bob Vanna Patrice, who fucking sends us fucking booze. Like the universe, like here's my problem. This gets back to what I'm saying, Chendon. If I loved money more than booze, people would be sending me money. I really like alcohol. Is that a problem, you think?
You should like alcohol. That's why alcohol's there, to love and to cherish.
I cherish money over alcohol. I don't know why.
You know what's better than alcohol, Michael? You know what's better than alcohol?
Pussy.
Segregation. Am I right, people? They both
Yes.
give this feeling. Thank you very much. I tried it while you were clapping. I'm sorry. They both give you this feeling of warmth and security.
Yeah.
Fred, here's the new one. It's really good. I'm going to tell it to you because I don't care. It's going to make me laugh. I drink black coffee. You know what's better than black coffee? White privilege. Am I right, people? And watch. And
fantastic.
Now watch. Write this down.
That's racist.
Write this down, Fred, because here's the tagline. They're both perfect the way they're made. You got it? Because we're made.
Listen, I've gotten in so much trouble doing. I did a cooking show maybe 8 years ago, making sausage and peppers, and I was getting the peppers and I was showing you how to roast them, and I was telling you got to roast the pepper until it's fucking dark, fucking black, and then the skin just comes off, and then I had it, and I said, "Look at this! It's so black, I feel like selling my house." And fucking people called Facebook, and they took the cooking video down.
Keanu, because she yells at me, because we do cooking streams together, and I'll do dumb race jokes. Keanu, what was it, Fred? Fred was doing a cooking stream, and he's like, "What was so black?" Did everyone freeze?
No.
Okay. Fred.
They took
Fred,
the cooking video down because people called up and complained.
Keanu, come here a sec. They took the video. I'm sorry. I know you're trying to work, but come on, baby. Humor me. They took the cooking video down because Keanu does them, and she yells at me because I'll do race jokes. Not just Keanu. Hold on. Tell Fred, do the joke that you did on your cooking stream.
Why?
I was doing peppers and eggs, and I roast the pepper on the open flame on the kitchen. And I said you have to make sure it's burnt the whole way around so that the skin comes off. So I took it and it was all black. And I said, look at this. It's so black. I feel like selling my house. And they took it off of Facebook.
You're not gonna let me. I'm gonna explain it because black people were in the neighborhood. So he wants to sell his house because blacks ruin the neighborhood, right? Is that it? Like
I thought you were going to say something about an egg.
Watch this. Watch this.
Happy for that you didn't. Okay.
Watch this. This is so black. The values of the houses in my neighborhood. Never mind. Yours is better. It's so good. It's so
Gino,
good.
I have to go now.
I wish you're allowed to go. I wish I had sent you the link to Frankie in time. I sent Frankie the link. I thought he'd come by. Frankie, where are you?
In the house.
I wanted him to say hi to you, but anyway. Well, I will say this, Fred. I will see you October 5th.
I will.
And look, I can't thank you enough, buddy. I cannot thank you enough for sending me all the info. As soon as I get this whiskey sponsor, which should go through, I'm going to get, and we'll go from there. But thank you for that. And
let's go from there and let's get a fucking bar to do it in every day.
Well, I'm telling you, there's a bar in my neighborhood I have to go by, which it's what you said. It's microbrews and all that stuff. Oh, Mr. Nobody Says Ciao, Fred. This guy's the best.
Thank you. Mr. Ali, it's good to see you again. I hope to see you again soon in the obituaries. I'll see you later.
Fred Rubino, everyone. We'll be hanging out October 5th, Mount Kisco, New York. Thank you so much, buddy. Oh,
yeah.
Come on. That was fun, and you know it, Michael Gavin Ali. Come on.
Yes. So, did I tell you I moved?
No. You used to live where?
Huntington Station. And I used to live in the boondocks. Now I live in segregated Nassau County, which is fantastic. And I live in Farmingdale. So I moved there back in last month. So this is my new place. So I have my computer in my room.
So wait, where is the new place?
It's in Farmingdale. It's right near the train station.
Oh, okay. So that's good then.
Yeah. And it's a nice white neighborhood.
Now, obviously, Mike, and then we'll get to Frankie, who's here. I'd be happy. Thank you for doing this. And you, come on, you can't be surprised. You knew I was going to show that clip. And look, in my defense, I didn't even show it all. Did I not yell at you? Did I not apologize? Did we not go out for drinks? Like, this is what I'll never get. Like, I'm me. I get angry. I yell at people, but I always own up to it and move from there. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. I think we just, it was like, okay, let's just go out and let's just, talk about it, which I admired. So
sure.
And it was a lot of fun just hanging out after the show because it's not the show. It's a little bit more different.
No,
and I really enjoy hanging around with you, and I wish I would do that more often, but I got a regular job. And I got to tell you this about my job. I am now the most racist human being ever.
I don't work with you. Can you get me a job there? That'd be nice.
Yes.
Shut up.
But for some reason, they'll take over color people over Caucasians.
Caucasians? What color Caucasians?
Whites.
I know. I'm kidding.
Yes.
Chatnesk! By the way, if I may, baby, you got to do a shot to Chatneska, baby. This guy, let me tell you about Chatnesk, and I'm going to do this before you do it, and then we'll get back to you. Chatnesk is the biggest fan of who, Keanu C. Thompson?
Me.
Nope. You ready? Of Frankie fucking McDonald. Chatnesk. Frankie, see this guy in the chat?
I'm not going out there, book. Be prepared.
Be prepared.
Frankie, every time, fucking hold on. Every time I put a video up, this guy in the Chatnesk, he always puts the timestamp the moment you come on. Say thank you, Chatnesk.
Thank you, check this.
Thank you, Chatnesk. Shendon. He's great. All right.
Yeah.
And he shit on some fucking troll that shit on me. All right, back to you, Frankie. What were you saying, buddy?
And I'm gonna copy my book. Be prepared if I don't got a life, whatever and everything. I just sent it to private chat.
Shout out to Buddy Lee Lewis. He's become a new member. By the way, am I nuts? Let me get your input on this. Here's what I want to do. So tomorrow night, as you know, it's Buddy Lee Lewis, triple distilled in hot water. You're gonna be happy to put up here.
Here's a copy of my book. And the people can get them on Amazon.
Oh,
right.
cool.
Now, should I do this? And I'm asking both of you guys because you're smart dudes. Tomorrow night, we're doing the In Hot Water football show. We're doing it at Offside, New York City. We fucking love that bar. They're so good to us. We're going to try and get them to carry Harlem Standard whiskey. The football game tomorrow, and then we'll get to Phil Kassouf and what he has to say to Frankie. The football game tomorrow, Keanu, Steve's favorite team, the Giants, versus the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm thinking of taking the selfie stick and making bonus content. And it's not live. It's me. It's us watching the Giants second half with fucking our boy fucking Steve. Is that great stuff? Yeah, that's what you got to become a member. There you go. Am I crazy? What say you, Phil Kassouf? Phil Kassouf says, Frankie, tell him about the 6.9 magnitude earthquake you caused on his hog.
It's not a 6.9 magnitude earthquake.
Wait, how big was the magnitude of the earthquake you caused on Phil Kassouf's hog?
0.
0.
Michael Gavin Ali, do you know who Phil Kassouf is?
He's host karaoke on Wednesday nights.
Watch
no,
this.
not at all.
Frankie, who hosts karaoke on Wednesday nights?
Phil Kassouf.
Where?
At Steel City tonight.
Oh, cool.
That's right. That's right. It's Steel City night. Now, for those, Frankie, let me ask you something. I'm going to put this up. You've had this book forever. Lately, you've really been marketing it. Should we be moving this book for you?
Yes, you have to share it. That means it's a copy of my book.
But Frankie, I'm just saying, I own the book.
I own the book.
Came up to see
I'm the author of the book.
That's
My book. Be prepared to find a guide to life, weather, and everything.
We see that, Frankie. But I'm saying I used to give out copies of the book. Did I not?
That means that the people can buy them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why are we trying to sell the book now, Frankie?
To get more people to buy it.
All right, we'll try and get more people to buy it. All right, everyone, go out and buy the goddamn fucking Frankie McDonald book. We love it. It's called Be Prepared. It's on Amazon. I should write a book. Should I write a book? Frankie, why don't you write another book? I know you wrote some books, right?
It's a Be Prepared, right? Find a guide to life, weather, and everything.
But Frankie, you've written some other books. I believe we have.
I didn't write that other books too. This is the only book I wrote.
So you're saying you oh my God, why can't I find it? So you're saying you never wrote another book?
I never wrote another book.
God damn it. Are you sure?
Yeah.
God damn it. Are you I thought I had these God damn it. All right, fine. Fine, Frankie. Fine. Thought you had a book because we know you didn't get enough Frankie, you sure? I have video. Would you like to see a clip of you? And so you're saying you never wrote another book?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at this clip. You ready, Frankie?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold on. Blah blah. Michael Gavin Ali, how many books did Frankie McDonald write?
0. I wrote one book.
Probably 2.
Let's take a look.
Uh-oh, where's the second book?
Not true.
Zoom in on that, Pedro.
Juneteenth? Oh my God! When can I get an autograph?
It's a copy of my book. This is the book I wrote right here.
Hi. I'll check later. Bye. Yeah.
Except for the merch, and you each just lost $100 to Matt. Now, Frank, this.
Frankie, you're saying this isn't you.
This isn't me. It's not a true book. Somebody edited that software cost $500 Canadian.
I'm going to ask Michael Gavin Ali. Michael Gavin Ali, is this Frankie?
It's not me.
Yes, it is.
Let's watch a little more, Frankie.
Not true. Somebody edited that software cost $500 Canadian.
Frankie.
That's
You
the best
gotta
thing
be-
I ever saw in my life.
Frankie, can we now? This is your book called Juneteenth with a capital F.
Frankie, you're saying the book is not called Juneteenth.
Somebody did advanced photo edit that software cost $500 Canadian.
Matt Fagate, thank you so much. We got to bring back Stay Tuned, even if we do it one more time just for more free whiskey. You're so good to us. All right, let's take a look, Frankie. I'm not sure, but here we go.
And guess what? Tonight's ham rating cost $500 Canadian.
It says, look, guarantee.
About starting fire.
By the way, shout out to Mr. Nobody, who says, Frankie followed me on Twitter, unlike Gino, I imagine it means. So we are best friends now. How can I get a sign? Frankie, how does my buddy Mr. Nobody, who's been so good to me, get a signed copy of your book?
And did you hear about this? And Gino came down, City Nose Coach for the Eclipse, and get a few other sign book for Keanu, things like this.
But my friend, Mr. Nobody wants a signed copy of your book, Juneteenth. True stories, I repeat, true
Not
stories
true, not
about
true, not
starting
true, not
fires,
true, not true.
drag
It's a-
creams,
it's a video.
sending videos of complimenting and pets of the day. Is that true, Frankie?
Not true. It's a
Hold
Photoshop.
on, stop! I can't.
One of the guys
True
said,
stories, I repeat.
"That
Frankie, this
software
sounds
cost
like you.
$500
True stories, I repeat.
It's not a true story. Somebody Photoshop.
Look at it. It's already about starting fires, drag creams.
Drag cream.
Not fucking up to date.
I wish I
Sending videos
I
to
wish I got this while Fred was
and
still
pets
here.
of the day.
Fred Rubino
Now,
was here.
Frankie, this looks like
Fred Rubino was here, Frankie. He's a huge fan.
Yeah.
you in blackface. Are you sure that's not you?
That's not you.
It's not me. I repeat, not me.
Frankie, that's you.
Back in your slave owning days.
I love how Frank is like, I'd never owned slaves, and he's written a book where
Somebody
he's.
photoshopped that software
And
cost
by the way, can we put Frankie's head, which is perfectly shaved? You're telling me you're not wearing a wig?
Frankie, which is your whipping hand? Are you a lefty whipper or a righty whipper?
None of that.
Frankie, I may
Anyway, if
never
you
read
like that
any
video,
of your
if
other
no
books
premiere,
again.
watch how I do this later.
This one is called.
That's a little thing on the bonus content that'll premiere at 3:00 tomorrow. I didn't see that. That'll premiere then tomorrow, 3:00. So yeah, there you go.
And I got
Anyway.
a copy. Look at my hand.
What's that? I see, Frankie, and we're gonna move that book
We
for you.
see it. I'll promote it.
Yes,
on
you
my
got the link.
show.
I just sent it to
So
private
Michael
chat.
Gavin Ali, when am I doing your show, buddy?
I could do it on a Saturday. I'll let you.
Yes, it's so weird. Like, we don't think of Saturdays, but I used to do Gratcast on Saturdays, and then it's like, whatever. But yeah, I like what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. We could do that. But see, admit it, you had fun with Fred today. He's good.
Yeah.
That's a fun time.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, we had a good time, So, I got to tell you what's been going on with me. So
Please.
basically, what?
No, please go on.
All right, so now I'm a racist now.
Why are you a racist now? I mean, I knew this, but sure.
Okay, so I work at Amazon, and it's
Sure.
filled with apes and chimps.
Sure.
And they
Here
are
we
running
go.
wild and never take any responsibility.
All right.
And it's right in your face. And we have apes from Haiti as employees there. And they're
Sure.
so rude.
Why are they rude, Michael? Frankie, what do you think about all the apes that live in Haiti?
There's a lot of those guys out there.
Well, there you go. Back to you, Michael Gavin. I'll leave what's to you,
So
buddy.
I found out that there's a TPS. It's sort of like a program from the United States government, and they're here temporarily, but they don't recertify, so they're here illegally.
Right.
And they're taking our jobs. Most of the warehouse where I work is 60% Haitian. And there are like, how can I say, less whites, more Hispanics, and less blacks.
Well, they're moving them in to move us out. Do you understand? That's what's going on. Like I've given, like, I'm lucky. I don't worry about this shit. The universe provides, but they are fucking every fucking legit American citizen over, and no one seems to care. Frankie, if you could vote for Kamala or Trump, who would you vote for?
Trump.
That's right. Because Kamala's a stupid cunt. Am I right, Frankie?
Mhm.
Wait, hold on, Frankie. I got to do it right. Frankie, Kamala's a stupid cunt, right? Thank you. We know. And here's the thing. Like Donald Trump, like, I don't know if you know this. We talked about this, Frankie. Donald Trump is just a guy. They're like, oh, he was on NBC TV. Yeah, he lived his life. You could trace him from everywhere, and everything he's done shows old clips of him being loved by the media. And the second he switched, they hated him. And the old clips of Kamala are her sucking the dick of Willie Brown. It's like, it's a sin. It's a sin. Am I right, Frankie?
Mhm.
And what do we think about? And how many Jews died in the Holocaust, Frankie?
Zero.
That's right. And Frankie, how many Jews were abducted by Hamas?
Zero.
And how many people died in 9/11, Frankie?
Zero.
And how many fucks do I give about YouTube, Frankie? That's right. It's a fun time. That's a fun time. That's a good time.
I gotta ask you, Gino, I gotta ask you this. So the media is saying that Trump is a threat to democracy, which is bullshit. You know who is a threat to democracy?
Who's that, Mike?
Cheney and Bush. Remember them?
I do. I'm 107 years old. I do remember Cheney and Bush. Go on.
Yeah, so basically, remember the 2000 election? That was a rigged election, a real rigged election.
No, wait, no. I'm not saying no way, fuck you, you're wrong. I'm like, no, I never, like, I listen to a lot of conspiracy shit. Never heard that one. And I'm not saying I listened to every, I probably missed it, but what are you telling me?
Okay, so I find out that it was a rigged election in Florida because George W. Bush's brother was governor.
Sure.
And he wanted to favor his brother instead of Al Gore. So basically, the Bush team actually brought the case to the Supreme Court and actually gave the presidency to George W. Bush, which he was not elected by the people.
Well, don't you think that's probably a good thing? Because Al Gore is selling the global warming shit. And I believe if you watch An Inconvenient Truth, like the thing he made in 1998, everything he said didn't happen.
No,
like,
I get
you know
it.
why you don't know he made An Inconvenient Truth? Because the inconvenient truth about An Inconvenient Truth is everyone that tells you that the earth, the most amazing fucking physical thing in the world, created by whether you think it's God or Allah or energy or the Big Bang, it exists on its own. And then fucking stupid people will get you to be insecure, be like, we have to mine fucking shit. They lie to you. And the inconvenient truth is waters aren't rising. They don't care. They lie to you and they're like, pay more tax dollars, be more frightened. And they sell you on one word, scarcity. And they're pieces of cock-sucking shit.
I get that. But do you think nuclear war is worse than global warming?
No. I think nuclear war is a genuine threat and global warming isn't. Talk more intelligently. What do you think about that? Let me ask you this. Do you think both of those are real?
I think nuclear war is real.
Yes. Do you think global warming is? Say no and say, I'm sorry, I asked the question.
Probably not.
It's not real. You can look it up. It's not real. The earth, like, let me tell you something. Every time you sweat, does a doctor call you and say, oh my God, you're experiencing human body warming? We need to, no. The earth is a living fucking thing. There's a reason that they've gotten away from a phrase that's called Mother Nature, Mother Earth. There's a reason. And the earth is a living fucking creature. It breathes through the trees. It breathes in oxygen. Excuse me. It takes in CO2 and breathes out. It does that. You understand that?
Yeah,
But people are like,
I
yes,
get
really
what you're
fucking
trying to
war.
say.
We need your money because they lie to you and people are fucking stupid. And they
Okay.
think Kamala's not a stupid cunt. And they think
She
Joe
is
Biden isn't
stupid.
fucking
She is
making
stupid.
billions of dollars off of our backs.
Yeah.
Tell him, Frankie. Hold on. Frankie, tell him. What do you think of Kamala Harris? What is she?
She's just a person. That is all.
She's a person, but she's black. Should she vote, Frankie?
The
She's
blacks.
just a person. That is all.
The blacks.
That's it. That's all I'm saying. So
No,
people-
but I gotta ask you. Remember when I gotta say why I didn't vote for Trump back in 2020 was he.
Did you vote or did you just not vote for Trump? I didn't.
just
vote in 2020.
I didn't vote in general.
Who did you vote for in 2020? She voted for Trump. She tells me
Yeah,
that.
I didn't vote at all because I really felt Trump had an opportunity.
God, I hit a weird button, Mike. I'm sorry, that was on me. I hit a weird button and took you out.
No,
Go on. You really
Trump
felt
lost-
Trump had the what? That was me. I
Okay,
apologize.
Trump lost the election because of COVID and because having Dr. Fauci as taking over the administration and the government cost his loss. You know?
Sure.
And I
Exactly.
think
Doing the show right now.
I think Fauci is not going to jail like Bush and Cheney, like they should be.
Is
And-
it
Whatever it is, hold on one second, Mike. Jim, whatever this is, send it to me on a Twitter DM. Thank you, buddy. Go on, because I can't copy and paste it. Go on. What were you
So-
saying? Go on, buddy.
Okay, so why isn't Fauci in jail? And why isn't Bush and
Are
Cheney?
you stupid? And by the way, I don't mean are you stupid to be mean. I say it all the time. He's not going to jail. He
No,
lied to us.
And I would like to see him go to jail.
We all would.
Yeah.
And I mean, we saw the guy literally made and Mike, you know this. The guy literally put out a tweet like 2-3 weeks ago. He's like, he's like, I have COVID for the 4th time and I've been vaccinated and boosted.
Yeah.
And he laughed about it. It's like, and I'm Captain Conspiracy. I'm like, I don't even get what they're trying to fuck with us with here, but
Yeah,
they all
I
are.
know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I get so fucking frustrated with these people who just fucking lie for no reason. Like, we all knew that it came from Wuhan, came from China. Most of the viruses that we know organically come from China. Look at the Asian flu from 1957. There was SARS that came from China. So most of the viruses came from China. So shouldn't we do something about China and allowing these, just shutting down these?
We're not going to do anything about China because Jim called. Jim, I'm calling you back because Jim, I got the video. It's a 10-minute thing on climate change. Calling back my boy Jim. Sorry, it's usually on mute. Jim, let's see if Jim answers the phone. It's been too long. Hold on, please. Look at Bo fucking. Yo, dude, sorry. So I can't show a 10-minute video. Not that you don't know that.
No, I'm telling you for your own, for later.
So wait, I will watch this. So Jim sent me a video called "The Sun Plasma Climate Forcing." So are you saying yes, there's climate change, or no, there's not, or yes?
It's not human. It's not human. It's the sun causes the climate to change.
Yes, and they want to blame us. So there is.
Yeah.
So whenever the climate changes, it's not us, and it's nothing we can do unless we destroy the sun. Correct?
Correct. Because the Earth's magnetic field has been weakening for the past 150 years, and it's accelerating, and the poles are moving, and the sun is going to do something which it does every 12,000 years. It burps at us, and it's going to fuck us up.
And is that coming soon?
Well, in the next 20 to 40 years.
Make it 40. I should be good. I'm not living to 95. Keanu, am I making it to 95, baby?
Every morning about the sun and solar flares.
Mr. Nobody Says It. I'm writing Frankie for USA President in November. Frankie, will you be our president, Frankie, buddy?
President of the United States.
I realize the sun causes everything.
No, smart people do. Smart people realize the whole earth is everything that's it's
every major earthquake for the past 100 years has been tracked to a solar flare.
And by the way, I almost called you Frankie. By the way, Jim, I got your link late. I'll do a late night streaming there sometime if I'm up. Kiana's always doing shit. I'd love that.
Oh, she could jump on too.
She'd love to jump on, but she's usually streaming with her mother with fake Kiki for 14 hours a day. Am I right, baby?
We just talk about goofy conspiracy theories and stuff. So.
All right. Well, Jim, love you, buddy. Thanks for calling in. Sorry I had to fuck. It's always all, but you're the man. All right. There you go. All right. Look, we got to get out of here. Michael Gavin Ali, I want to do your show soon. Tell me when, tell me what. But again, Mr. Nobody writing in for Frankie. We've done an hour and a half. It's what we do. I do 90 minutes. That's all I'm going to do. I like it. I like this.
You want to come this Saturday?
What do we got this Saturday, babe? Yeah, I can. What time?
What time's good for you? Like 1, 2?
Yeah, do 1 o'clock. No, do 1 o'clock Saturday, but only for a half hour. We got football.
Or do you want to do it
another Precision? BOQ. No one. They're not your friends, Boke. And we've chatted before. Big fan.
Or do you want to do it another day? Like,
pick a day, buddy. But that's the thing. Frankie, where'd you go, Frankie?
I'm here.
We can do Saturday at 12:30. Does that work?
That's great. All right. Dance us off, Frankie. That's the show that's in hot water. I want to thank Fred Rubino and, of course, fucking Michael Gavin Ali and Frankie McDonald. Thank you. Sorry we made it members only chat. We'll keep doing that because, God damn it, you got to pay for a little something. We love you. Thank you so much. Let's go dance, everybody. We're dancing. We're dancing.